Relations and functions. In this unit, we will see how to find the inverse of a quadratic function. That too, which is very simple quadratic equation f of x is equal to x square plus 4. So consider function f from r plus to the closed open interval 4, infinity given by f of x is equal to x square plus 4. Show that f is invertible with the inverse of f given by f inverse of y is equal to root of y minus 4, where r plus is set of all non-negative real numbers. So here the function is given f from r plus to closed open interval 4, infinity, and is defined as f of x is equal to x square plus 4. Let us say f of x is equal to y. What does it mean? Here is x set of all real numbers r plus, that too which contains all non-negative numbers, real numbers. So x belongs to set of all non-negative real numbers, and y, which is a set containing closed open interval 4, infinity. So it's the set of all numbers which belong to that interval. So always x belongs to the domain and y belongs to the range. Now in this problem it is given that x square plus 4 is equal to y, x square is equal to y minus 4, which implies that x is equal to square root of y minus 4. You may ask here, why am I taking only positive root? Why not negative? Because x belongs to the set of all non-negative real numbers. So x should be positive root. And let us define g from closed open interval 4, infinity to r plus as g of x is equal to root of x minus 4. So what we do here is we consider the composition of function, prove that the composition of function to be the identity, and then from that we can conclude that the composition of function, when it becomes identity from both the sides, then there exists a function g which is the inverse of f. Let us proceed further. Let us consider f of g of x is equal to f of g of x. F of root of x minus 4 is equal to root of x minus 4 whole square plus 4 is equal to x minus 4 plus 4, which is nothing but x. What does it mean? It is nothing but identity function. F of g of x is equal to I. So now we will consider another composition of function g of f of x, which is nothing but g of x square plus 4, which is nothing but root of x square plus 4 minus 4. Upon simplification you get x. This also concludes that g of f is also an identity function, and one should remember that when you take f of g of x, the domain is closed open interval 4, infinity. When you take g of f of x, the domain is r plus. So from these two results we can conclude that f of g of x and g of f of x are identity functions. What do you mean by identity? So it takes the value set of x to x itself. So f is invertible and f inverse exists with f inverse of x is equal to g of x is equal to root of x minus 4. Let us see what it says graphically. Here the function is given as y is equal to x square plus 4, which you can see in red curve, and the green curve represents g of x, which is the inverse of f of x. which is equal to root of x minus 4. The blue line is the identity function, which is nothing but y is equal to x. One can observe that g of x, that is nothing but f inverse of x, is the mirror image of the function f of x about the line y is equal to x.